realise that, because if we put that, the ladder's not going to reach the ground. Put the lander at the bottom and the thing at the top. I think you can automatically climb through fuel tanks. If I say move from that to that, if there's fuel tanks in the middle, I think you can still pass through them. I think. I'm not sure about that. And I was just moving from there to there. But if there's fuel tanks in the middle, can I still do that? Does it still just assume that there's a connecting corridor or something inside? Yes, you can. So I remember on space stations, when I've built space station before, someone on the front part
DB
could automatically transfer to another spot at the back.
Add one fuel tank under the capsule.
I think I'll put them all under the capsule. Move these. Oh, I'll need that one there. I'll put these ones here up there. Where can we cut it? There. There. There, yes. Oh, hang on, we've got to separate them first, don't we? Okay, so that's the top of the rocket there. We don't need that section at all. So you bugger off. You lot. Keep. That bit there. Something like that. We know that they will get us into space, that'll get us into orbit, almost, and that'll put us into orbit and put us to the moon and put us in orbit around the moon.
DB Gaming TTV.
And we can do the rest
said
from the lander.
There you go, should have plenty of fuel.
Well, we've still got the fuel we had, which almost goes by a third of an orbit. We got 3 more lots of that. So we got 4 times what we had. We didn't need much more. So if you've got enough to get into orbit, very easy to get back to Kerbal. Yes, we might have to change the fairing a little bit, mightn't we?
said, make sure your staging is right now.
Yes, it's going to muck the staging up a little bit, isn't it? Instead of the fairing. Oh, what are you doing? Backwards. Right, let's get there. This is probably more chance of falling over though, isn't it? I'd like to make it a bit wider. Take the landing legs off. I don't want it toppling over. Give me some structural stuff, make it wider. Those. How big are they? Can't see. Not much. Okay. Those. That's a lot. Give me 4 of them though. Crooked as a dog's hind leg. Make them straight-ish. Push them in. I won't go straight back. Oh, go back that way. Back that way. still crooked. Okay. It's a rock band here. I can hear a lawnmower going outside. There are actually people who do lawns and not rock bands. Ah, didn't know that. There. Like that. That's a bit wider. I think that's more stable. I don't know if that fairing's going to be wide enough to cover it now, but we'll try it.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Those look extra cool now."
They do that. That's not wide enough. Okay. It's all inside. It's all inside. Sure. Right, staging. We haven't touched anything down here, so this should still be the same. Yes, yes. What motor is that? Didn't ride up the right motor, did it? Oh yeah, first stage. Get rid of... Yeah, get rid of the boosters and light first stage, that's correct. Get rid of the first stage, light second stage, correct. Dump the second stage. That's the fairing. That's the lander. Hang on, if we dump the second stage here. Oh, you've still got the fairing on there. Okay. And break the fairing. That gets rid of the fairing. Lander engines. And that's for when we come home. The staging is still correct. That's surprising. Usually when you muck about like that, something gets changed. What's the time? Now I can try another one. The first one never happened, folks. It was all in your imagination, just like the boulders on the moon.
Gaming TTV said, "Need to paint it."
No, it'll just burn off anyway. We're sending the same three up, or we going to send someone else up? Hang on.
DB Gaming TTV.
No, we'll leave it as. Because it didn't happen.
I think red, green, blue.
I don't know if any of these have got colours, have they? Ooh. That's yellow? Whoa! I think we'll stay with the black and white for those. What about the boosters? Is that it? There we go. Any colours for the boosters? Yeah, that's boring. Well, I like the fairing being that colour. That looks pretty nifty. Rightio. Seen that never happened
DB
before.
Gaming TTV said, "Oh, Chrome."
It's going to happen again for the first time. Again for the very first time. The previous hour or two never happened, people. You saw nothing. There was nothing to see. It was imaginary. Nobody died. Just, it never happened. I'm not taking off at night time. There we go. All of a sudden this morning. Why is it bouncing? Is that because we time warped? Looks to have steadied down now. Okay, make sure the first stage is ready to go. It's on full blast.
DB Gaming TTV said. DB Gaming TTV said. 2. DB Gaming TTV said.
Speech chat, you're too slow. I already read it off this chat.
There are just 3 wet spots on the moon.
Well, actually, we've gone back in time by reverting, so none of those events have actually happened yet. We can change the course of history. Whoa, she's leaning. I think that's sufficient.
DB Gaming TTV said. Live tour for the spaceship Enema.
What a great name.
DB Gaming TTV said.
Well, that makes sense. Yes, if we ever travel to Uranus, that's what we're going to call our program, Enema. Oh! Oh! Something exploded. Houston, we have a problem. I think it broke the wings off. That didn't go very smoothly. I think we're okay, but we lost our wings. The boosters did not separate cleanly. It's a Kerbal mission. Things aren't supposed to go normal. Well, that's true. We're going to reach 89 kilometres, which is more than enough. So we got pretty much all of the first stage intact to achieve orbit. We'll have one burn at around 1 minute to get the speed up, another one at around 10 seconds. Why are you going back there? I'll let you know when I want to go back there. Stay up here. Right, first burn. We'll get up to about 95 out. Might stop it. Actually, it's not going out that fast. Make it at 92. .92 kilometres out. Okay. Hit the next one at T minus 10. Still got half the tank left. Go. going back up again. Okay, let it get down to 0. Okay, go. Okay, close to orbit here. No, it's 160. Okay, ditch. Ditch at 0. Is the next one ready to go? It is. Okay, cool. First stage is gone. We are in an orbit of 107 kilometers and 86 kilometers. Almost all the second stage intact. Nice. And the first stage will fall back to Earth because it didn't achieve orbit. No space junk. Oh, our orbit's not on the right plane, but hopefully there'll be enough to sort of catch the moon. Which is a little bit off. Okay, where's the moon? There. Stick it on the horizon. About there. I want to go for it about there. Okay. Let's see how we go. $1,100. That's plenty. That'll do. Okay, we want to be going prograde. Zoom us up to the spot, man. Let's go for it. Guess what we didn't do? Take the fairing off. We won't have any power. This is going to be more space junk, by the way, because we're in orbit. We like creating more space junk. Deploy! Okay, now when we head towards the moon, we'll be getting power at the same time. As we found out earlier, solar panels don't work well behind a fairing. In fact, they don't work at all. Right, prepare for a burn to send us to the moon. I say 31 seconds, so we'll do it at T-minus 15. Go! Wow, this is chewing up the juice. But we got plenty of juice on board this time, so if we have to go into orbit and land just with the lander, we should still be able to do it. Right, we want small bits. That will do. Thank you very much. And we've still probably got 30-35% of our fuel, maybe 40. So that worked out better than I thought. Looked like it was going through it faster than that. And that will get us an encounter with the moon. Warp to here. Getting travelling to the moon down to a fine art. I've done it so many times now. We should be able to see it from here. It should be pretty close. Does anybody see a moon? Yeah, there it is. Hey, there's our target. And that's the direction we're flying, which doesn't look like we're flying at the moon. We're not flying at the moon, we're flying to intercept the moon as it goes past. Which means we'll actually run into it somewhere over there. Alright, speed it up. How far have we got to get to that? 24 minutes, yes, I think we'll speed it up. 10 times? 50 times? So far so good again. This seems to be the easy part, just getting there. And bang, we're now in the gravity of the moon. That's our satellite, Moonsat 1. We're going to need retrograde here. Be interesting to see if we can do all this with the second stage, or whether we're going to need our lander to actually set up the orbit. Now that we're out in space and we've only got small gravity instead of the major gravity, we should be able to do all this with just the second stage. My major worry is that now that we're so high, the lander is so high, we might topple over if we don't land on a flat bit. If we land on the side of a hill, it might fall over. I've put the legs out further, but I don't know if that's sufficient. I guess we'll find out. It might topple over. It's hard to tell if things are flat from up in the sky. You land in an area that looks flat, and when you get out, you're on the side of a hill. That is my only major concern at this stage. I think we can get down easy enough. It's just whether we'll fall over or not. Being as tall as it is, if it falls over, it'll probably explode as well, because it'll have a lot of fuel inboard. That's close enough. Get into retrograde position, and let's see if we can get an orbit going here. We are in retrograde position, okay. I think we'll do it with small ones now. About 30. Kilometers, which will be in the sun, which is excellent, so we can actually do the other bit. Okay, let's warp around to there. The other side in. And we've still got probably a quarter of a tank of fuel. So we only needed these two stages. We didn't need that third stage, so it's good we pinched it and put it on the lander. As long as it doesn't make the lander fall over, it's good. Because we need it to get back, as we found out. It's at 39 and 27. I want to get around there again and try and bring that down a bit lower.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Whatever you do, don't collide with one of those satellites."
There's only one satellite. He's 1,000 kilometres out. He's out here, so we won't hit that. There's one sitting on the ground. Well, that's another story. $27.5 and $27.1. That's pretty circular in my book. That'll do. That's above sea level. We're not above sea level. There is no sea, so it's probably a bit closer than that. Yeah, look, 22. And we've still probably got a sixth of our fuel left to slow us down if we want to use it when we're ready. And where are we in relation to the guys that have already landed? Oh, we're coming up. That's our test one. That's our rover in there. Pretty much the same orbit we had last time, just south of them. It's almost identical orbit to what we had last time we came over. How incredible is that? About a 45-degree angle. Same angle we had last time. We go past just south of our two previous landings. Okay, well, we want to bring it around to where it starts to get light so we can find a landing spot. So let's fast forward to about there. Righto, now let's look for somewhere to land. That's a nice shot. Of course, I'm assuming I can pass the crew from there to there and actually pass through that. You can on a space station, so I gather you can do it on a rocket. Otherwise, we won't be getting out. Or we can, because we can jump out from up here and we'd have to fly back up. But we might knock the thing over trying to fly back up there. We have got backpacks that allow us to fly back up and try and grab the top. Where to land? We know we need other guys, aren't they? They're around on dark side, so once again we're going to be on the opposite side. I don't think it really matters. I mean, from here, that area looks good. But it's probably not when you get there. So, anywhere where while it's in the sunlight will be fine, I guess. And we'll do what we always do with Kerbals. We'll wing it. We don't plan things, we just wing it. That's what makes content. I just hope this thing doesn't fall over. It's going to be very tall now. rather it be wide than tall. Could have set them around in some sort of pattern and made it more roundish sort of lander, but oh well. Next time. I think this area here still looks alright. I think we should go for that. Is that going to crash into the moon now? Yes, it is. Okay. So there'll be no space junk there. Now, we've already got rid of the fairing, so we can get rid of that again, can't we? Bye! Right. We need the landing legs. Engines off. Now just activate. Thank you. We come retrograde. Retrograde we are. At this stage looks like we're going to land towards a bunch of craters, which is probably not ideal. I'm hoping we might land over that way a bit more. I think we might try and do that. How do I swing it around there? That way? Just give us a quick blast to change our direction a little. Just a quick blast to move us that direction a bit. Nice. Okay, go back. Yes. Now we're aiming for a more... Oh, probably still not enough. Try that again. That's got to have moved us a bit. Yeah, that looks better. As long as we don't drop into those craters. Looks like we're going to drop down in here somewhere, I'd say. God knows what that's like. Can't tell from up here. We are 11,000 metres up.
Patrol Nissan said, "They are all going to die."
Now, I've already done that once, but we died trying to come back. So we're going right on the edge of that crater, I think. Not great.
Patrol Nissan said, "Again."
Yes, again cuts it. There goes the second stage, it's crashed into the moon somewhere. How we're looking. I don't know what that piece there is like. Oh, we better start slowing our descent here. Down to 1,500 metres. Might be alright. No, come down too fast. Speed it up. No, not now.
Patrol Nissan said, "LOL."
It clicked out of screen, so I pressed the button too many times just as I was landing.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Not good, not good."
No, it's not good when it does that. Right, we're down and we didn't topple over. We had the stupid screen crap thing saying you're pressing the button too quickly. Knocked us out of screen.
DB Gaming TTV.
We're still down. We must be
said,
next to the... Where's the crater?
Kerbal
Is that it over there?
Patrol Nissan.
We've got a long way away.
One small bounce for Kerbal kind.
Well, it was flattish enough so that we didn't topple over. So that worked. That's the ladder. Put the ladder down. Now let's see whether we can actually transfer through 3 fuel canisters. We might get a bit covered in liquid fuel and stuff,
DB
but
Gaming
you know, you get that.
TTV said, "Hopefully enough fuel to get home now."
Oh, that's a heap. I want to see whether we can transfer from there through the fuel canisters to there. If we can't, we're not getting out. Transfer. 10. Ha ha! Yeah, there's only 2 seats in there, isn't there? So they'll have to get out before the third one can come down. Right. This is one fall off a ladder. This is a fall off a ladder for one Kerbal. A big fall off a ladder for Kerbal kind. Oh, let's try it. It's one small fall off a ladder from one small Kerbal, and you know what I'm saying. I'm down. Oh, I didn't fall. Ah, fell the first time. Oh, I can hide before the other guys come out. Where's a good boulder? No, it's not one big enough near.
Obi-Wan Bob
I'm going to hide.
said, "Just get on with it."
Ta-da! You shall never find me. Oh, it's not big enough. No, let's not do that. I need a photo op. We need to get over on the sunny side. Whee!
Obi-Wan Bob said, "That's what she said."
So get over this side for the flag planting. Right, we need to get back to the ship. Next. Who's down the bottom? Obi, isn't it? Actually, you can get out from the top. DB's going to take a big jump for Kerbal Kind. You don't have to come down here and go down the ladder. It's not necessary. It's just the way we should have done it. Right. AB says, DB says, I don't want to get my suit wet, so I ain't going to pass for all that fuel. I'm going to get out up here. I'm going to turn my pack on. Can't do it while you're holding on? Oh, dang it. That's a shame. Let go! Jump! Ooh! That was graceful, DB. Good work. Whee! I'm here! Okay. Which one's me? Is that me? Yep. I claim this piece of cheese in the name of all dairy factories. Ooh!
DB Gaming TTV said,
Oh, I've got to put that shit in, don't I?
Space, it's all over me.
First Kerbal landing. Because the previous one over the last couple of hours never happened. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw anything. He's all imagined it. We're her. No, we're not. We're here.
Patrol Nissan said, landing with a small bounce.
How's he losing the screen right as you're about to touch down? Oh, I love KPS. There's always something new. Just to throw you off. Now, who else is here? Obi. And DB. We're here, Simon Moss, Obi and DB. Yeah, there's our photo op. That is a tall landing craft. I think it's a lighthouse. Right, let's take a sample. Take surface sample. That's got to be worth something. 12! 1,200 science. Bloody hell, we're taking that. EVA report. 320. We're going to go back to the ship for that, don't we? Focus is Obi. Focus. TV. Auto. Luna 1. Okay, open the doors. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I can't do that, Dave. You're gonna do it. There you go. $400 science. Thank you. Pressure one. 480. 480. Get that in darts, there's something seriously wrong. Log temperature. 20. There we go. You got a bunch of science. Right. Everybody get back in. We're going home. We've been here too long. I was going to say the air in our suits is about to run out, but we don't have any. So it's definitely going to run out. Who have we got? It's me. I'm in first, am I? Cool. I'm jumping on the ship and I'm leaving. Bye. You guys can stay there and enjoy the flag. Grab. Board. Board. Okay. Transfer. The pilot's up in the control center. He's ready to go. Anybody else want to come? Or you just want to stay here? I know the cheese is enticing and all, but and I'm likely to press the wrong button, in which case you guys might definitely be DV. Okay. It's a fun place to visit, but we don't want to stay here. Which just leaves Obi. off head first. Oh, clunk. Oh, that was so graceful. Oh, I can't grab the ladder. There we go.
DB Gaming TTV said, faceplant.
Lucky they make good helmets. Transfer to that. Transfer up into there. Close the doors. Okay. Now comes the fun part that we didn't get done last time. What last time? This is the first time I've ever done it. Oh, that's right, I forgot. And the last time it didn't happen, when we didn't get off the surface, or we got off the surface but we crashed back on, which didn't happen. Hopefully that's not going to happen this time either. That was an alternate universe. In this one, we do get away. Gosh, I hope that's true.
Patrol Nissan said, can't every Kerbal do EVA reports etc?
I don't know, but it just reminded me of something I didn't do. Crew report. That's another 200 science. I suppose we can put them out there and back in. Let's try it. Who took it? I did, didn't I? Oh, but you're getting back out the door for a second. Yep, 320 science. Okay, cool. Get back in. And DB, you're going to do the same. Where are you? Somebody been out here once. Yeah, well, you're not jumping this time though. Another 320. Of course, we all have to get back for this to work. Cannot store experiments. Experiments you have collected cannot be stored on this Mark III command pod. Are you sure you want to continue? Ah. Yes. Oh well, let's continue without it. Boo! Is that because they're both taken from there? Probably have to be from different areas. So I got one from here and one from there. Can't store two the same. Okay. How far up do you reckon we want to go before we try for an orbit? I reckon a fair way up. How big's the fairway? It depends what golf course you're on. Right, let's just do it. SAS is on. I think 25 is plenty. Okay. I got nearly 3 minutes to get to that. Perhaps it's in there too. Take these legs back up. I don't know if they make any difference, but we will. Where do we want to aim for? Where's the 90? Where are we at? No, I don't want that. Is that 90 there? Okay. We're aiming that way. Why have we still got the legs thing up? Look at that big piece of cheese. Burn it about a minute. See what that does anyway. We're not right on the spot. Get on the spot. Get on the spot. Do for now, get closer. It's still going to use a bit of fuel. I'm lucky we got all this fuel on board. I think we're going to need it. I reckon at about 20. $15. Pretty close. Actually, can I see how far high we are? 10 then? Let's do it at 10. $45 kilometres and 18 kilometres. Well, an orbit's an orbit. We've still got half our fuel. Not the greatest of orbits though. It wasn't to start with. Well, they were on a good axis to go back. Actually, we need to go that way though. We don't want to come out and go that way. We want to come out and go that way. We've got to fall behind the moon, otherwise every time we slow down we'll fall back in the moon's gravity. I've had that problem before too. So we're able to take more experiments from up here. If I do another crew report, does that just overwrite the last one? Overwrite, yeah, okay. Can't. I can do another. Oh, the ladder's still. I thought I put the ladder up. How the hell did the ladder get back down? What are you trying to pull here? I can't even select it. I'll get rid of that, might help. There it is. Retract the ladder. I'm sure we did that. I don't think the drag or anything front would have been anything to worry about, but it shouldn't have been there. Okay, we can do another canister here. There's another 300 sites. Can I do these ones again? Or are they going to just overwrite? Yeah, just going to overwrite. Okay, can I do them once? Boo! Well, that's one more science experiment anyway. We got plenty. Must be a couple of thousand points worth as long as we get back. At least we ain't going to crash into the moon. There's plan A avoided. Because those things never happen. Okay, so we need to go behind the moon. So we've got to blow our orbit out this way. Escape the orbit from behind the moon.
DB Gaming TTV said, when you line up with Kerbal, hit the boosters and go.
Well, I'm sure that's how they started. You just aim at it and shoot. This game teaches you can't do that. It doesn't work. So even with this, even though we're going home, we're actually aiming this way. Because we need to fall behind the moon so we get out of its gravity. And not fall back into it when we slow down. Wow. There we go. So that'll put us on that orbit back in the planet. But the moon will be in front of us, so that when we slow down, we'll actually be moving closer that way instead of falling back into the moon. First time I did it, I slowed down here. And when I slowed down, I fell back into the moon's gravity. So that didn't work. 14-second burn. I think we should be okay. And it's got to be prograde. So I want prograde. And let's zoom around to the node. Right, a 14-second burn, which means T-minus 7 seconds will start the burn. We might just make it. Stranger things have happened. Wouldn't it be funny if we got all the way back and we died in re-entry? No, it wouldn't be funny. Oh. Be like that movie Capricorn 1, where they faked the trip to Mars. Heat shield didn't deploy, or the heat shield fell off or something on re-entry and they all died, so they had to kill them off. The ones that they made out went that far. Good movie. Old movie, but good movie. Let's do it gradually from there. Want to use as little fuel as possible. As soon as we escape the orbit, that's sufficient for me. There we go. And that used bugger all fuel entirely. It barely moved to get us back into orbit of Kerbal. And that will be our orbit. So let's fast forward to that. What's more, we'll be behind the moon, so when we slow down we won't fall back into the moon's gravity. Which is a good thing, because we just broke their orbit. We don't want to go back there. We've done that, thank you. As we slow down, we should go further this way. The moon will be going this way. Okay, let's speed it up. Make sure we actually break orbit before we do anything else. We're still in the moon's gravity. We should be out very shortly. Bang! We're back in Kerbal orbit. Bye, man. It was nice visiting you. Right, we want retrograde. Let's bring us in. Retrograde? Well, that's not full retrograde. Why aren't you in retrograde? Oh, okay. We're fast forwarding. Okay, retrograde. Hard to see that number. It doesn't make it any clearer, really. Well, I can see it on here anyway. That's the same number, isn't it? 1,200. What's it on there? $158. Then we can try and pick a spot for re-entry. That sounds cool. Let's walk it to here. We're coming home, fellas. We've still got plenty of fuel. More than enough to get back. An absolutely flawless trip. Okay, so we really want to land preferably in the water. Are we going to be above any water? Kinda. Try and land in there somewhere. We want to splashdown if we can get it. Okay, so we want to warp down to here. Still got plenty of power. Yep. Guess we're going to be going through the dark side. Tell you what, those batteries hold a lot of power. They barely moved. Right, retrograde. Retrograde we've got. Have we got enough now to get us? Because we're bringing a long one in. It would have been easier to just go up here and drag this all the way in. Doing it from this way, we're dragging this way in, which takes a lot more fuel, but I think we've got enough. Don't you like that? I think we've got enough. Don't know what way to find out. Yeah, I think we've got enough to do this. Easy. If not, we'll just stay in orbit forever. That's not so bad, is it? Okay, what are we at? 163 there. I reckon if we can get the line in the planet there, we'll drop into the ocean.
I'm going to need a drink after we land and a sandwich.
Yes, that way it says it's going to go all there, but we're going to slow down as we hit the atmosphere, so we should land in here somewhere. A bit more, just to make sure we land in the ocean. There we go. I think we're good to land in the ocean. And we've still got fuel left over. How cool is that?
DB Gaming TTV said, and maybe a vacation.
Retirement sounds good to me. Right, move us sideways for a second. It's time to get rid of the lander. You've done your job. Yes. She was a good ship. I gather everybody's aboard. Yeah, I should have checked that first. Yes, everybody's aboard, okay. She was a good ship, but we don't need her anymore. It landed us, it got us back off into an orbit of the Mun and got us all the way back home.
Patrol Nissan said, "Did you send the science from the pod first?"
I have no idea. I just collected it all, so I hope that she collected it to us. We'll find out when we land.
TV said, "The probe is returning from Uranus with dingleberry samples."
Oh, some experiments are really crap. Whatever science we bring back is going to be a lot. It's all bonus. I think I've unlocked enough stuff to go travelling around anyway. But whatever we don't collect, we can collect next time. We've still got another moon to conquer before we get to Duna. Even though it's further out, it won't be as hard on fuel once you get there because its gravity is about 1/10 of that moon. It's very, very light. Well, let's speed up a bit until we get to the atmosphere. Okie dokie, we're coming in. We're coming in hot. Well, not hot yet, but we're gonna. Is there anything on the outside that's going to burn off? Ooh, our chutes are not a problem. That's our main chutes. They're a little bit close to the edge of the... they should have been... Oh, there's a window there. That's why we didn't put them there. We could have put them up here. Our main chutes are in a very precarious position. Our drogue chutes are fine. They're well back. But our main chutes are right next to the heat shield. That's not optimal. I did that make that joke earlier. We'll get all the way back and die in re-entry. Well, that's still on the cards. Still very much on the cards. There's our lander. Okay, we're about to hit the atmosphere. Bend down and grab your ankles, kiss your ass goodbye. Especially if those main chutes burn off. What's down there? There's something down there. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. It says there's something down below us. Well, we're all in the atmosphere. We should start warming up any second. We're moving under 60 kilometres, usually somewhere in the 50s should get hot.
DB Gaming TTV said, "I think our butt is about to get really hot."
Oh yeah. There goes the lander again. I hope we're not going to run into it. It's got a lot closer all of a sudden. Let it go away. That's not good. Not like I've been that close. It's 170, 150. We're getting closer to it. Could hit the lander. No, it's moving away again now. 200, 300. Cool. We won't hit the lander. Turn SAS off now. Doesn't say the parachutes are getting hot, so we should be okay. Did someone leave the stove on? Gee, it's hot in here. Who's cooking pizza rolls?
DB Gaming TTV.
Where are the marshmallows?
Where are the marshmallows?
Well, I'm surprised that didn't affect the parachutes being that close to the heat shield. It hasn't warmed them up at all. Hasn't even started to heat them up. So it must be deflecting the heat around them nicely. And we're going to land in the ocean. You betcha sweet bippy we are. Coming in for a splashdown. Deploy the drogue chutes at about 10,000. And we can do sea level. We're going to land in the sea. Yeah. We're all bouncing around again. This is a bouncy craft. Well, the cameras are not very steady, one of the two.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Did we forget to pack a parachute?"
No, we just didn't have room. So we left that off. Because that takes up a lot of space. Oh, we're under 10,000. Okay, drogue chutes out. We'll deploy the main chutes at 5,000. Yay!
DB
It's all
Gaming
going to
TTV
plan.
said, "Oh good, somebody packed a D cup bra." DB
Well, I didn't
Gaming
want to say
TTV
anything.
said, "Oh two bras."
I meant to use them as a slingshot, that's all, to see how far I can slingshot on the moon. That's my story. Can we see land from here? At all? There's our lander. Don't tell me it survived. I think it survived, or some part of it survived. How cool's that? The lander didn't die, it didn't all die. Well, we'll be able to salvage that.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Okay F cup."
Well, I'm glad it's an F. Why is it sitting like that? It's sitting on an angle. Is that the way the chutes are on there? No, that's weird. It's sitting on an angle. Weird. Going down pretty hard still though. 8 meters per second. It's fairly high. Would have thought these two chutes would slow it down more than that. Oh, we can fix it. We don't need the heat shield anymore. Get rid of the heat shield. There you are. Woohoo! Oh, we gotta land head first now. Yee! The bottom's not that heavy anymore. But we're now slowed down to, well, when it stops rocking, we'll slow down to about 5. 5 point. And stop rocking so I can see how fast we're going. That's going to be about 6. Oh, it's picking up speed again because we're coming in first, I suppose. Let's go get back up. No, I thought it was going to get back up to 8. Is everybody strapped in? We're coming in for a splash upside down. So if you're not strapped into your seat, you're going to get thrown into the ceiling. And we're down.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Nosedive, nosedive."
Yeah, that was all class. Don't try that at home, people. We're professionals. Well, that was fun. But we did it. Game will probably crash now. I'll have to do it all over again. Not a third time. What do you mean third time? That's that first time didn't happen. That was the first time.
DB Gaming TTV said, "Hope my samples are okay."
Depends which samples you got. We didn't get all our science. We've only got 820 science. We had over 1,000. I counted. Nearly 2,000. So, yeah, we lost some. What is that out there? Oh, it's the lander. What did we save?
A B1BOB said,
The crew section.
"Hey babe, ever been with Kerbal who walked on the mun?"
Okay, Obi's on a mission now. Completely different one. I'm a spaceman. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Save. Save it quick. I don't want to have to do that again.